Keller is the 7th best city to live in the whole United States of America.
This is because of our outstanding police officers.
Officer James India is our community relations officer.
We had a chance to interview the officer.
If you were any superhero you imagine, who would you be and what power would you have?
Superman.
At what age can people go to juvenile jail?
They can go to juvenile hall at 10 years old.
What do you think when you wake up in the morning?
Get my mind ready for what may or may not happen. Just have to be a good mental state.
Is your family scared or proud when you go to work?
Depends on which family member. My youngest at times will tell me that she gets scared of what I do, but my wife and my oldest daughter, they know that I've been trained correctly and I'm not going to do anything, silly or unsafe. So they know I'm in good hands and that they know I'm going to do the right thing.
We thank Officer Incha for sharing your information and letting us ride in a cool police car. Officer Grossman is a traffic patrol officer. He loves children and he hands out stickers to kids. He uses his radar gun on the streets that are often crowded with children. Did you know that last year the city saw the number of traffic collisions jumped 27% despite handing out 17% more traffic tickets?
This is where we keep all our equipment back here. This is our printer for our tickets. And the little thing where we actually write tickets, there's a little computer that goes right here. Over here we'll keep like our traffic vest and tape and batteries for our lasers and all kinds of equipment that we have to use out there. And this is our radar for when we're going down the road to pick up people's speeds. Like if someone's coming toward, that'll be the speed of the car that pops up there. And this one actually tells us our speed while we're driving down the road. See the little red dots popping up on there? And that's a laser, so we just find the car that's coming toward us and we put it on the front of it where the license plate is. Then it tells us their speed and it tells us exactly how many feet they are from us, even to the inch. So these are very accurate. And I'll bump this siren so don't let it freak you out. We can do that. We just push it and it'll turn them on, or if we're behind the car, we can just, bump it and it does a small siren. Or we can push the horn button right here. It does that one. So that's all our different sirens that we have on there.
Thank you, Officer Grossman, for all your patience and showing us all the cool features of your bike. SWAT stands for Special Weapons and Tactics. Officer Patrick Turner is an elite SWAT team member.
SWAT gets called out, that means there's a very big threat. You have to be very good at shooting. So you have to pass a firearms qualification with a pistol and a rifle, and you have to be able to pass a physical test where you can do so many push-ups, you can lift so much, you can run, I think it's 1.5 miles in a certain amount of time, so you have to be in shape too.
To make us official, Officer Turner gave us some cool badges. He took us to the weapons area, which we were totally waiting for. We got to see SWAT team's gear and their guns.
This is my rifle. It fires .223 ammunition. Right here, it's on safe, and that fires 1 bullet at a time. And that's fully automatic, where if you hold the bullet, or if you hold the trigger down, it'll keep shooting until you let off.
I've never held a gun before. It was so heavy.
We couldn't even pick it up.
Here is a long rope. If we have to go from like a 3rd story to a 2nd story, we can go down the rope and get there quickly. Okay, this is the ammunition, but we have a launcher in one of these. So this, we can either shoot like foam bullets they're considered less lethal. So if there's a bad guy and we want him to stop doing what he's doing, we can hit him with that, where it won't kill him, but it hurts a lot, so he'll stop doing it. We can also shoot gas, with these, so if we want a guy to get out of a house, we can shoot the gas in the house, and it makes it really hard to breathe, and he's gonna cough and hack, and his eyes are water, and nose will run, and he won't like it, so we get him to leave. So go inside of our armor so that if somebody shoots us, we don't die.
SWAT officers are members of highly trained paramilitary units that tackle situations beyond the capability of police force. It was such an honor to meet Officer Turner. Thank you. Officer Bradburn is a certified child safety SEEK technician and an advanced police instructor and a bike officer. He joined the Keller Police Department in March 1997. He also showed us what it is like inside a police car.
That screen lets me run license plates on vehicles. I can make sure that the vehicle's not stolen, or maybe the person that's driving the car is wanted for traffic violations or something else. That allows me to do that, so I can run those license plates. It also lets me check the driver's license of people. That's why it's got person on there. I can do that. When I click on person, I can put their driver's license number in, and I can check that to make sure they have a valid driver's license, that it's not invalid at this time. And you can see gun and boat on there. What that's for is, if I come across a person who has a gun, I can run the serial number on the gun, and I can see if it's been stolen, or perhaps if that person even has a permit to have the gun. On the boat, it's the same thing. What inspired me to be a police officer? I would have to say an ATF agent did. They are federal agents. And I met an ATF agent and got to know him, and he was a real nice guy, and he convinced me to go into law enforcement. Because my true aspiration was to work in the medical field. And that didn't work out too well for me, as you can see. But I've been a police officer for 20 years now with this department. So law enforcement seems to suit me. So he saw it right. He got it right.
Officer Bradburn showed us the emergency equipment in his trunk. When asked if he ever got to use his gun, this is what he said.
Only at the range. I've pulled it out many times, and I've had to point it at a few people because I felt like my life was in danger. But no, I've never had to shoot anybody, and I'm glad. And no one's ever shot at me. Sing? No. No. I don't sing. Can't think of anything to sing.
We salute the Keller Police Department, who are the real Batman and woman for their service to the community and keeping us safe.
Your motto of service, justice, and fairness really inspired us a lot. Thank you, Officer Grossman, Officer Turner, and Officer Bradman for sparing your valuable time with us. Our special thanks to Officer Inchia for giving us this opportunity.